Hi, this is Yves. About ICP. I have quite some experience and I've been in the crypto space quite a while. I've been visiting a lot of conferences back in 2015, 16, and I've done quite a lot of research when it comes to the structure of central banking. And I also have the experience of riding the roller coaster of the ICOs back in 2017. I've seen a lot of videos and explanations when it comes to the potential applications on second layers of, let's say, building on Ethereum, on Solana, on Avalanche, and so on. But at the end of the day, I came to the conclusion that other chains like Solana or Avalanche and so many other ones are basically a copy of Ethereum within the code. Only a few features were changed, especially when it comes to the transaction speed or the scalability of the block size. So when these, let's say, networks have small little different features, but at the end of the day they can only do something a little bit faster, which is only exchanging tokens, and all the application software that is required to actually have a functional application is built on central cloud computing. And in this central cloud computing, this application contains different components, like CRM systems, like data management, different functionalities within that application, which is actually speaking different languages. So at the end of the day, we call them large language models. But it always faces with some kind of a central point of failure. So the whole web3 narrative is, the big word is actually decentralization and governance from, let's say, in a decentralized way, which is the basics of a DAO. So when we have DAO governance and a decentralized application, then we can actually speak of web3. The thing is, on 99% of all the applications that are built on smart contract platforms, that's not the case. I mean, most of the computing power is actually structured in a central cloud, like Amazon Web Services or Google Cloud or Azure, Microsoft. And this data, let's say, middleware is hooked up through Chainlink. So Chainlink is actually a very important component within all those applications. But at the end of the day, if Chainlink is out of business, or if you don't pay your central hosting for the cloud space that is required for your data, your application falls into the water. Same story with the NFTs. If the NFT is connected to some kind of a data, which is always the case, that data is the central point of failure, or the real value of that NFT is actually not the token, but the data itself, which is related to some kind of an identity or some kind of a owner, which is claiming some kind of an ownership. But if this cloud computing is not related to any specific token, related to any specific identity, we cannot speak about something decentralized. It's all centralized, and it's all vulnerable to, let's say, cybercrime, because cybersecurity is going to be a big issue. Cybercrime is getting more and more efficient and more intelligent, especially with the coming of the AI. So with these new processing chips and AI within that field, in the play field, hacks and cybercrime will be a very, very important topic. The only one in the whole crypto space who can actually manage data in a decentralized way and has a governance layer within the base layer of the code on an application end level is ICP. So the only one who can actually speak about Web3 is ICP. The rest is, let's say, Web 2.5 with some kind of a token which is on a decentralized Web3 based blockchain network. But all the central cloud computing is actually made in a central cloud, where you have the central point of failure. So there I see big issues when it comes to the cybersecurity. And that will be, the end of the day, a big problem. And nothing is cyber secure. So ICP can be seen as some kind of a black hole, where all potential issues is actually solved. ICP can also communicate with different networks. It can execute transactions on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now it's also ISO 20022 compliant, which is a chain fusion with HBAR. So it's actually the perfect second layer on several existing big networks like the ISO 20022 coins or Ethereum or Bitcoin. So then we are talking about DeFi. Any DeFi project, any, is actually CeFi, because everything is working on a central cloud. The only project or the only DeFi projects that can legitimately talk about decentralized finance are the ones that are built on ICP. It's a big hoax, it's a big narrative deception which is going on right now, and it really makes me nervous, because that's why I don't see any potential big bull run coming with worthless coins. Everything will have to be cleaned out, especially those meme coin thing, you know. So only the real value will keep, you know, going for the next few years. The ones with real economical value, real economical use case, with real functional software, will continue to exist and will be further, let's say, developed. The rest is all, let's say, a money laundry or money Ponzi scheme. I don't know what, how I can call it, but it's basically here to steal your money. I'm trying to explain this for a year and a half now. Maybe I know quite a few people in the crypto space. Let's say if 2% of all the people I know were actually listening to what I had to say when it comes to the real computationing and the functionality of those coins, that's going to be it. So I hope for them the best, but I don't see, I'm not really positive when it comes to a long-term perspective or long-term future for those kind of coins. So that's my warning. ICP is the black hole. Some cryptos will still exist, probably Bitcoin and Ethereum. Nevertheless, Bitcoin is quite outdated technology, and yeah, I made a whole video separate on that. But the real exchange of value, of course, is Monero, because privacy is very important when it comes to exchange of value. Apparently, nobody seems to know, nobody seems to care. It's going to be fun to watch how it's going to end this coming bull run, basically. I wish you all the best. Ciao.